Just coming in here on one thing I want the PLP to do, and they're slow. This port controller here, the marshal, but look at the garbage here with Darren Henfield brought out of retirement. You all got to find somebody from Abaco that could run this port. Look at the garbage. The other day we been here and we cleaned this place up. This is an easy take. Easy. If you can't see garbage on this port, what are you focusing on? What is your main focus? All this stuff need to be gone. And then we look here, rated the motor of the port, so when the wind blows the next direction, where all this garbage going? All this garbage going right overboard here. Right overboard. And we look at this boat here. People look at this different from car. You see these boats right here? This is wrong with this country. Them boats right there, they're not only there, she already sideways. She can sink this boat right here in the harbor. What happens when he sink this? Because she's already unbalanced. The left side is almost down. The other boats right there, they're the cocaine smugglers. We look at these as just Haitian vessel, but these guys have brought more drugs and continue to bring more drugs and marijuana and all kind of things into my country, while my defense force up there playing dominoes and playing numbers. These guys are getting rich and richer in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. How much stuff are you going to put on this boat? There you have more stuff right here that they're trying to put on this boat that's already overloaded by all means. And this shows you our defense force right there. They don't want me to take a video of them, but look here. All the way from Haiti through the chains of islands in the Bahamas, and look where they end up. So that's an eyesore for the rest of our life. The defense force ain't got enough sense to burn it down or to remove it. But we don't need a reminder that the Haitian is smarter than the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and the police force collectively together. Everybody trying to get rich. And who they trying to get rich off? These people on these little rinkety-dinkety boats. Biggest drug smugglers in the Bahamas. They took the drug trade from the Bahamians because the Bahamas government, they can't speak Creole. So they didn't know what's going on. They speak in Creole and bringing all the drugs in. And this dock is just filthy. Once again, that's the biggest money maker. That's a $20 million deal. That shows you who we are as a country. Nobody speak about the Bahama Fast Ferry and Brent Simonet and Menace at the time sit down and awarded themselves a contract. That has never been happening, or that has never happened in the history of the Bahamas, that the Prime Minister and the Minister of Immigration and Investment has awarded themselves $25 million. So they set for the rest of their life. They were set before they got that deal, but they're in deep. In this boat, well, it's a good boat. This boat is working overtime back and forth. Beautiful boat, can't say nothing wrong with it. She's fast, she's efficient, but it was a crooked deal. But look at all the dirt on this dock. All the dirt. I just gotta speak, man. And I did a video of after hurricane. And these fellas ain't got no engine. They are doing something I haven't seen for a while. They got a rope to the shoreline and they loading the stuff on this boat and just pulling the line back and forth. This was interesting. I haven't seen this. I've seen this in them Western movies, but this is the first time I've seen it in real life. No engine, no paddle, just a rope. You all think these Asian fools. These Asian got better sense than plenty of y'all, that they could pass through a $17 million drone that the Bahamas government paid for under the F&M government, and they sail into the Marsh Harbor Harbor undetected. And the Defense Force is right up there beyond us. White boat is Defense Force base. Bunch of do nothing. All they look for every week is a salary. But today's the 7th. It's a good look to see that they finally got all these cars over here. So on freight day, that you could finally get Roman here to pick up your freight. This is a good look. But I'm here, just passing through, minding my own business. I'm out of here. But they are telling me right now, so I must get my black behind out of this port because they're gonna close the gate on Kai Mills. Let me go before the gate closes on me because I don't want to spend the night in my car. But this is what's happening in Marsh Harbor as we get the shoreline full of, I don't know, they piling the stuff on the shoreline because the policy now is to close the gate at a certain time. But the Haitians cannot or don't want to load some of these stuff that they steal onto the boat at daylight. So they got them piled on the side here. And at nighttime, they will sneak them on the boat. And I saw that happening for 2 years now. And my government, police and defense force ain't got the sense to know what Kai know. All the stuff that they steal from Bahamians, they would load not at daytime, but at nighttime. That is when the corruption starts on this port that ought to have 24-hour security. Let's hope the Progressive Liberal Party could get it right, because the F&M government, they ain't got nothing right. They're gone. Thank God. You know, right here shows you the lack of maintenance at the Marsh Harbor port. This is the only port really that's operational. That one they got in Copistan, that's for the Chinese. How could you have these big holes, mud holes? You come to collect your freight or you put your freight on the ground, it's filled with mud. This is the only port in the Bahamas, I think, that has such pothole from one end to the next. All over this place is full with these big potholes. How could that be? Ministry of Works, what is Broner those doing? Something has to give. All this trash all along the perimeter. Any foreign people coming. The minister was here the other day, but they didn't bring the minister along here. They smart. A big belly fella down there in Foxtown that Darren brought out of retirement. He brought the minister, that's why I did the video. They brought the minister through this way and she stopped right at the gate there. They didn't allow her on a huge entourage to come to see this, what I see every day, a hog pen. How you could operate a port in a hog pen. This is an absolute hog will come and wallow in this. And you have over 1,000 people get on the boat right there. So they gotta take all this gawk and muck onto the Daisy Fast Ferry, onto Baker's Bay, when it ought not be. 1,000 person going and coming every day, 7 days a week. And this port is out of control because you got bad management. Hopefully the new minister will get somebody other than them F&M culprits that didn't give a hell about Abaconians until they after retirement, they bring them back here to take over. The takeover is ended. Looking for the new day. Even F&Ms were tired of F&M and Abaco. Only certain F&M benefit, them greedy ones. This is the first thing when you, on freight day that you see here is these massive holes. How can the port control and don't see these 2-foot holes? Lobster could produce in them holes. You come right here, we right at the gate. You can't miss it. Holes everywhere. Why are you managing nothing? It doesn't take much. Just take some managing skill. This is the waterfront of my beautiful island of Abaco. Everything that F&M did was a zero. But now it's a new day. We're hoping that some love happened. It's amazing that the minister went through the other entrance and they paved down there. But look at the garbage here. All along the perimeter. Right in the front of the gate. You can't miss the garbage here. My God. If you come to somebody's house and this is in the front room, you don't want to eat from them. You don't want to go nowhere, but this is all supposed to be clean. Our waterfront. First impression, lasting impression. This is no impression. They need to get rid of that port controller. I told the minister right in the front of him. He ain't no good to nobody. Get rid of him. It's a new day. Show a new day. Act a new day. Get rid of these guys because Kai wants it to happen. Look at the weed. You got your sign here. Baker's Bay staff. Vehicles will be towed away. That's Baker's Bay. They don't want them in there. But look at the weed. How much does it cost to do this? Give somebody a contract yearly, not weekly, all around the front of the perimeter of the port. You're getting this big salary-free car, but it's garbage, garbage, garbage. Man, I'm tired of garbage. All along here is garbage. Where is the manager? They're looking at the wrong things. We have tourists now coming back. The last time this was mowed was the last time I did a video. I don't work for the government, but I love my island. And this is unacceptable. Right on the road here, the mud and the peas. They can't blame the Haitian for this because they gone. But this place is a hog pen because you don't have no manager. Get rid of the manager and let's start the manager Abaco. It's a new day. I'm looking forward to a new day because the F&M was a bunch of garbage, garbage, garbage.